Welcome back, welcome back. If it's your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Miss you every day. Today, I got another banger from my guy, Lord Destro. He's what I like to call a wordsmith. He has a way of phrasing things that I find hilarious. But this video today has more of a serious bend to it. He drops a lot of science in it. With that said, I keep forgetting. Hold up. Thanks to all my new subs. I appreciate every last one of you folks that's come through. Shout out to my day ones and shout out to my new subs. If you would, give me a like, give me a share, and give me a sub. Now let's get into the content.
What if your Grace Lord Destro suggested to you that a woman's past sexual partners could be affecting her in ways you may have never imagined? Some theories claim that the sperm from past partners can impact not only a woman's mental stability, but also her sex drive. I mean, think about it.
Can we please put a time limit on bodies?
How about no?
I feel like a man that hit 10 years ago shouldn't be able to still claim that he hit me. And 10 year ago me, we not the same person. We're not the same person. She's been gone a long time. You didn't hit this. You didn't hit this. The bar was in hell back then. There should be an expiration date, no?
This is a big revelation. This would place a direct correlation between a woman's mental health and her accumulated body count. Such a theory may help to explain some of the issues facing the modern woman. Maybe all this ick talk or I'm turned off by men rhetoric is just a simple side effect of large amounts of sexual discharge floating around in a promiscuous woman.
It is so rare that I even find men that I'm attracted to. Like,
Seriously?
it is difficult as hell for me to even come across even one person that I'm interested in for real. Like, most of the people are not, I don't feel like they're worthy enough for me to be interested in. I have to feel the energy, like the attraction has to be there. And I'm trying to figure out, like, am I broken or is everybody else broken and just willing to adapt to, anything? Because it's just hard for me to, like, actually be attracted to men.
You don't say!
Yeah, this is one of the consequences of a high body count. Women who reach a certain threshold with sexual partners, they stop liking sex, they stop liking men, they just, anything having to do with men, it's just, they can't find the excitement that they once could find before their body count hit a certain number. So I'm not preaching to you ladies to be monks or nuns or whatever, to just be just not have any sex. What I'm saying is limit the number of sexual partners. Get in long-term relationships. It's better for you if you get married. It really is. But short of that, try to limit the number of sexual partners you have. Get you a boyfriend and stick with him, because the more men that pass through your body, the more damage it does to your psyche. Yeah, that's true. What does Lord Destro have to say?
Maybe all this I don't need a man talk.
I don't need no man.
It's not a woman empowerment call to action, but really just a hormonal imbalance. How far-fetched is this assumption? I mean, we are talking about a teaspoon of liquid that sparks the essence of life. Should we really question its potency?
I am consistently so turned off by men that I'm wondering, do I even like them?
Great minds before your Grace Lord Destro have proposed this theory to you. Men like Aristotle, who forged the belief of telegony, which states the heredity of individuals is influenced not only by the father, but also by previous males the female may have mated with or who contributed to earlier pregnancies.
That's sick, man.
This would imply that every one-night stand or new sneaky link can affect the biology of a woman and even affect the gender of your potential offspring. Now take a second to absorb that thought and the potential possibilities.
How many bodies, Greenlee? 8.
Even Charles Darwin speculated on the alleged case of telegony, that of a mare horse mated to a zebra and subsequently to an Arabian stallion, by whom the mare horse produced a baby foal with faint stripes on its legs.
Part that does start getting weird is that we know that some of the cells from the fetus stay in the mother and some of the cells from the mother stay in the fetus. And so they have found male DNA in women's livers and their heart and even their brains 30 years after they gave birth. So those cells are somehow crossing the blood-brain barrier.
And this is why body count matters. I mean, the science is new and more it's being discovered every day. But think about it like this. They found male DNA in a woman's system after she gave birth up to 30 years after she had that baby. So what about all these chicks that have multiple baby daddies and all these kids that they're having 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 kids all within a 5-year period?
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
You know what I mean? Like 1 and 2 years, as soon as she has a baby, she's pregnant again. How many different men's DNA is running through them kids? Ladies, y'all don't understand what feelings of disgust this inspires in men. It's one of those things that's just fundamentally male. We can't explain it. It's just an ick. You know, the thought of wifing up a chick with a high body count is just nah. And that's why a lot of chicks these days are single, because we don't even have to ask whether or not you have a high body count, because it's just a given. And even if it's not a given, all we got to do is sit around you and observe you, and your behaviors will tell us everything we know about your body count, whether you believe it or not. But what does Lord Destro think?
Another controversial aspect is whether sperm from past partners can remain in a woman's body and continue to affect her beyond conception. According to Medical News Today, sperm can live in the female's reproductive tract for up to 5 days. But what happens after that? Now here's the route. Some theories suggest that leftover genetic materials from sperm may have long-term effects. There's some good but limited evidence that this material could somehow influence hormone regulation and even a woman's mental state. Maybe we, the initiated, must reevaluate the importance of a woman's body count, and most importantly, our tenuous relationships with OnlyFans providers.
I messed up my 2-year celibacy for 3 minutes. It don't count. It don't count, girl. 3 minutes. Anything under 3 minutes don't count.
Right.
And if you use a condom, it really don't count.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You good. You can still say you celibate.
She can't be saved.
But here's the real question that's driving you crazy right now. Could genetic material from previous partners stick around in a woman's body? Translation, can you be deep stroking in a pool of her exes? Well, some studies in animals suggest that cells from a fetus can remain in the mother of a body for years. This phenomenon, known as michimerism, has led some to theorize that male DNA from sperm might stay in a woman's body after intercourse, potentially affecting her in subtle ways.
Alternatively, women could still be peppered with male fetal cells during routine sexual intercourse or from pre-existing fetal material of matrilineal generations.
Wow, I'm learning some things. Michimerism. Wow, so any genetic material that a man leaves in a woman's body tends to stay in her body for long periods of time. And if she has a baby by that man, that extends the period of time that it stays in her body. Now, all of this is new science, so take it with a grain of salt, but I invite y'all all to follow the links and look into some of this stuff yourself. It's interesting and disgusting at the same time. But let's continue.
I mean, theoretically speaking, high body count women may have random male DNA molecules floating around their bodies. DNA molecules that may affect her on a cellular, hormonal, or cognitive level. The more bodies she accumulates, the higher concentration of random male DNA molecules she will have in her body.
Oh God, why didn't anybody tell me?
Free radicals and DNA confusion. I mean, this is DNA that even her own immune system cannot recognize as a foreign substance.
Also, it is not clear why a mother's immune system does not recognize male fetal cells, which have unfamiliar DNA, as foreign.
Yes, my friends, you can actually digmatize a woman's immune system. The pathway for random male cells is even more pronounced in mothers with different quote-unquote baby fathers. Yes, even her cells are for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
I just realized something. I have 4 kids from 4 different men, right? 2 of those men, one is from Haiti, one is from Africa. The other 2, one is from New York, the other one is from New York too. Right?
She's sick.
Yeah, let's just add that as reason 2084 why it's probably not a good idea to seriously date or marry single mothers. Especially ones that have multiple baby fathers. The higher the body count, the more violent the mosh pit.
You ain't lying.
Your Grace predicts that as we continue to see an increase in overall body count per capita, we will also see a rise in narcissism, depression, and delusion from the 304 population. Now I dare not invite you to the astral plane, where we discuss how such free radicals or demons might affect her spiritually. But that, my friends, is a talk for another day.
And this makes me wonder, could the introduction of foreign male DNA into these women's body, could that be affecting their mentals? You know, it's already been established that women are prescribed antipsychotics and antidepressant medication more than men. They suffer from mental illness and mental deficiencies more than men. So, I mean, could this be a contributing factor? Could the excessive amounts of male DNA that they're allowing into their system be throwing off their hormonal balance and their mentals?
Maybe.
Interesting question. Let's continue.
Found that in someone's lifetime, they had 29% adults likelihood of being diagnosed with depression. That's 1 in 3 of us. Highest rates were in people 18 to 44, and there was a difference men versus women. Women, 37% diagnosed with depression in their lifetime versus men, 20%.
Why so high?
You know, I think we don't know a specific answer to that. We don't know a specific answer to that.
I mean, at this point, it's only speculation. But Lord Destro challenges you to consider such evidence like the rise of the masculine alpha female.
Oh, baby, she is hard as a rock.
The ravaging 304 epidemic.
Are there any plus size 304s?
And the increasing amounts of single post-war women as a possible effect from the slow rise in 304 activities.
I don't know who's starting those rumors, but I do know that there are a lot of jealous people out there.
Let's not even get into body dysmorphia, RuPaulery makeup, and the BBL crisis. This revelation should only increase the value of the feminine low body count, virtuous unicorn, woman, that we all covet.
So let it be written.
Now, if you want your grace, Lord Destro, to take a deep stroke into high body count topics like this in the future, then hit the like button, drop a comment, and leave some rations in the Cash App for the Cobra movement. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, the Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So here, Lord Destro has spoken.
Yeah, so you see the rise in depression, the rise in anxiety in women. It seems to correspond with the rise in their body counts.
No, he's got a point.
This is all supposition. You probably need a bunch more studies to find a possible link, but I felt like this video was interesting. Microchimerism. All those dudes y'all having them one night stands with, and y'all are doing it unprotected, ladies. That dude's DNA is still in your body somewhere. All them dudes y'all are having babies with, all your babies are sharing. Your last baby has a DNA of your first baby daddy, and your second baby daddy, and your third baby daddy. That's what that video just said. But anyway, I don't want to ramble. Go give your guy, my guy, Lord Destro, a like, a sub, and a share. Hey, and give me a like, a sub, and a share. And shout out to all my new subs. Y'all done came through for me. In the past 2 weeks, I went from 180 to like 325 as of this video. It might be a little higher. Thank you to all my day ones, and thank you to all my new subs. I appreciate you stopping through. Toodles.